Greetings of the day. I am Dr.A.Sahaya Sudha, Assistant Professor, PG and Research Department of Mathematics, Nirmala College for Women, Coimbatore. We look forward in the topic on queuing theory and its applications, which is the leading area of operation research.
Now let us see what is a queue. A group of items waiting to receive service is known as a queue or waiting line, which can be defined as a flow of customer from an infinite or finite population towards the service facility. Example, customer arriving at cinema theatre. Next, we will discuss on queuing theory. Queuing theory is the mathematical study of the conjunction and delays in a waiting line. It examines every component in a waiting line to be served, including the arrival process, service process, number of system places, and the number of customers, which might be people, data, object, etc. Now, what is queuing system? The basic characteristics of a queuing system is arrival pattern of customers, service pattern of server, queue discipline, system capacity, and the number of customers. Customers arriving and waiting in the queue for service. Based on the queue discipline, the service occurs, and once the service is done, the customers leaves the queue. Now we will discuss briefly on elements of queuing system. This consists of arrival process, size of the queue, pattern arrival, customer behavior, queue discipline, and service mechanism. First, we will see what is arrival process. Arrival process defines the way customers enter the system. It is categorized by its size, arrival time distribution of customers, mean time between intervals, and the attitude of customers. Next, size of the queue. If the customers are small in number, then the input source is finite. If the customers are large in number, then the input source is infinite. When more than one arrival is allowed to enter the system, then the input is said to be bulk or batches. Next, pattern arrival. If the arrival times are known, then the queuing problem is a deterministic model. If the time between the successive arrival is uncertain, then the arrival pattern is measured by either mean arrival rate or inter-arrival time. Customers' behavior. The customers generally behave in the following ways. Customers decides not to enter the queue because of its long length is called balked. Customer may enter the queue, but after some time loses patience and decides to leave the queue is called reneged. Customers may move from one queue to another is called jockey. Next, queue discipline. The most common queue disciplines are first in, first out, which can be visualized in railway reservation ticket counters. Next, last in, first out, people boarding in a crowded train. Next, service in random order, car parking in malls and market area. Next, service mechanism. The service mechanism is concerned with service time and service facility. Service time is the time interval for the commencement of service. Service facility can be one of the following types: single queue, single server, single queue, multi-server, multi-queue, single server, multi-queues and multi-server. First, we will see single queue, single server. Here, people arrive in a single queue and the service is also done in single. Example, ration shops. Next, single queue, multi-server. People arrive in a single queue and the service is in bulk. Example, raw material in an industry. Next, multi-queue, single server. Here the people arrive in multiple queues and the service is done in single. Example, vehicles waiting at the traffic signals. Then the last one, multi-queues, multi-server. People arrive in multiple queues and the service is also multiple, which may be parallel or in series or a more complex combination of both depending on the design of the system. Example, airport counter.
With this module, we come to the conclusion of the session. You have understood the concept of basic queuing theory and its applications and the queuing system. I hope you have enjoyed the session and henceforth you will apply it in your future. Thank you. Happy learning.